Hey YouTube fans, thanks for tuning in. This week we're going to see an awesome opening weekend hunt up in Wisconsin with Todd. And what you guys are about to see is that Todd used his wireless cellular trail camera to help him do some scouting when he wasn't in the area, which essentially paid off in the end. So we want to know what you guys think about the use of wireless trail cameras in modern hunting.
Yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You know, Justin, with that being said, I mean, hey, when you live 3-4 hours away, my take on it, technology is great.
Yeah, I think they're great tools, but we want to hear from you guys, so let us know below.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bow Hunt or Die. Here we are. It is the middle of September. Wisconsin opener has begun. I mean, it was fun to drive up there and start seeing all the different hunters out and about. Man, I love it.
I know I said, I think last week, that I was not jealous because I saw the warm temperatures were coming. But after Todd actually called me and then started texting me pictures, I was like, well, maybe I am a little jealous. I was actually out with my wife and kids. We were driving around looking for deer that night, actually, when you called me, because we were bored and we had nothing to do. So
I'm not going to lie, Justin. I was not thrilled about the 80-degree weather. I mean, it was literally 84 degrees, but I'll tell you what, the week before I went into this spot, and I mean, literally, I had those fresh scrapes not far from a bedding area, white oak acorns laying on the ground, fresh rubs, so I knew the sign was there, and I knew the buck wasn't bedding too far away.
Yeah, and that's the thing with these early season hunts like this, you know, acorns are king. So many of us love to hunt field edges, right? Because you could see farther or whatever the case may be, but man, this time of year, I was out at my lease this weekend just doing some last minute trimming of the stands, and everywhere the acorns are dropping is just absolutely hammered with deer signs. So let's stop talking and let's jump into Todd's hunt now.
There is, I don't know what it is about opening day in Wisconsin. I mean, year after year after year, the heart's still pounding and you're still just so excited to get up here to do it. So that's a good sign. Put more of my gear on when we get closer to the stand. It's smoking hot. This is it right here, first hunt of the year. Well, no, not the first Midwest hunt of the year. Let's go. We're just gonna take our time and we're gonna sneak in here. There's no reason to rush. There's no reason to get sweated up. Just take our time. What we're going to do, the wind's coming out of the southwest. We're going to try to stay as far on this side of the property as we can to keep that side untouched versus going right down the middle of it. So come on. Shoot. 4 of them. Acorns everywhere. Absolutely worn out trail. we're in place. I mean, we were a little bit louder than usual, being that it's the first hunt, but you know what? We're in. Acorns are literally raining off these white oaks. I mean, it's perfect. The wind is holding steady at southwest, going this way. We're hoping they come right along here. Be a perfect 25 yard. It's a beautiful pinch. It literally looks like this. It should be perfect. We got about 10 minutes left, that's it. We can hear one right down in here. Just have to wait to see if he comes in or not. Tommy, he's down. That was a great job. I have been waiting to shoot an opening day buck in Wisconsin for a long time. Tommy and I got busted. I was talking. Tommy and I were just talking about how we could hear one back here. That's that nice 10-pointer that we wanted to get. We said if he came in on opening day, it's been almost 3 years since I shot a buck here in Wisconsin. I said, you know what? If it happens, I'm going for it. All I know is Tommy better than hit record on that, baby. Opening day, Wisconsin, 80 degrees. We just had a feeling this pinch was gonna be hot. We snuck in here about a week ago. We hurry up, we set up a remote camera. Would you believe it? Daytime photos, bam, 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 of this nice 10-pointer in here. It's been almost 3 years since I shot a nice buck here in Wisconsin. I said, you know what? It's time we get an opening day buck. You watch the show enough, you know that's what I preach. We bow hunt to make that happen right there. 12 to 14 yards, bam. We're gonna be smart. When in doubt, when I say doubt, we didn't actually see him hit the ground. So we're gonna just get out of here. We're gonna sneak out the way that we snuck in, so we're smart. Give it a little bit of time, come back in. It's the right thing to do. Always wait. All right. Literally, this is the spot. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, this is literally no further than, I bet you, this literally, when we got down and marked it, this is 10 yards right in this scrape. He came out of that swamp. His feet were all muddy. Came up on this road. He kept looking back that way, but luckily for us, he came right up here. We thought that he was going to take this trail right here and walk on out, and we were going to lose the shot. But luckily he turned. He was looking this way. There must have been another buck with him or something going on, but I'll tell you what, it was just enough time for me to be able to sneak my bow in between that tree. It was tough, but I got it done. I mean, literally, he was hitting. He was going to smell in this scrape. I came here a week ago, and this was the spot right here where there was that big, fresh pea right in it. I mean, he hit this scrape here and that scrape over there. We've got blood, bam, right here in the scrape. We're going to just follow this about 15 to 20 yards and see if the blood picks up. Join us. We literally made one step right here. Look at this. This is one shot with that kill zone max. I mean, this is huge blood splatter right here. The deer stand literally is right behind us. Take a look at how close we are, guys. Pretty sure that we heard him crash. We got down, we found some blood already, but we wanted to just do the right thing, back out, give it a little bit of time, just slow down, get the blood pressure and heart rate down, which we've done. Now we're gonna slip back in there, follow the trail, and hopefully that buck is not too far along. It's been about an hour now. We would wait longer, of course, if we thought the shot wasn't as good and we didn't have the blood sign that we had, but we saw nothing but a great shot, great leg kick out of that buck, great blood splat right here. The stand guys, I mean, literally, it can't be more than 12 yards from this spot. I just love getting him in close and setting the sets right where you think it's gonna happen, and this was just a classic set. Come on, let's go slow here and follow the blood trail. Blood there. There's blood right here. Right here. Look down in here. That's what you want to see. You see it? Looking really good. Look at all the blood splatter all the way over here. No signs of the arrow. Oh, speaking of arrow, here it is right here. Oh. All right. Oh. What a combo right there. Black Eagle Rampage with an NAP Kill Zone Max. Sweet combo right there. Big cutting diameter. I am feeling extremely confident right now that this buck did not go very far. Oh yeah, looking good here. Nice pool of blood. See the blood here. Well, here we can definitely see that we got lung blood for sure. You can see the bubbles. Oh, Tommy, right here, baby. Oh, nice buck. He's down, big buck. All right, good times. Nice buck. Good. Oh, that's what we wanted right there on opening day. Woo! Beautiful.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I mean, it has been several years. I mean, almost, actually my whole life. I've always wanted to shoot an opening day buck, and I'll tell you what, I just have not been able to pull it off. But this year, things just came together perfect. I mean, here in Wisconsin, haven't been really coming up here that often like I used to, but I love this place. Had this picture of this nice 10-pointer show up on my remote stealth cam. I said, you know what, that's a buck that I'd like to chase down. So I got up here, and about a week ago did some quick scouting, tried to figure out what trees had the best acorns on them, found a sweet little pinch spot. The southwest wind was perfect for tonight. We were kind of worried with this 84-degree weather, but I'll tell you what, we got in there, and on his feet during daytime hours. Actually, Tom and I were hearing a buck coming from the other, or not a buck, but a deer coming from the other direction. So we actually were talking, and I look over my left shoulder, and would you believe it, he literally was within 20 yards, and I had to get that bow an arrow in between me and the tree and then somehow get my neck over the lifeline, and we were able to pull it off. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful Wisconsin opening day whitetail. I am just pumped.
I am not your forefather's broadhead. I am 4 ultra-sharp blades of blistering precision. I am 3 devastating inches of cutting trauma. I am a 100-grain testament to American ingenuity. I am a bulletproof storm of unleashed fury. I am the Spitfire double cross, and failure is not an option. NAP. Hunt with confidence.
All right, be honest. You're going out there, mid-80s. Were you actually expecting to see that deer, or did you think it was going to be a flop?
Oh, man,
what did you think?
When I took my... I thought it was going to be a flop. I'll be honest with you. I was a little concerned. I mean, it was super hot. At one point, we were actually in the stand, and Tommy was significantly above me, and he was putting the 4th arrow arm up, and drips of sweat was falling off his nose on my face, and I literally was like, Tommy, you got to, dude, you got to take your hat off. You got to cool off, man. You got to get some more dead downwind on. It was bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can imagine when temps are that high, you just don't think the deer are going to be moving, but you know, like you guys saw in the footage, they were doing pretty much a final interview of the night, right? Like, hey, we got 10, 15 minutes of light left. That's when those deer are finally going to, get on their feet and start moving around, at least the bigger ones anyways.
Yeah, and I had one of the cellular stealth cams out in that spot, Justin. In the last couple of days, it went dry. So, sure. I mean, beyond the heat and then that going dry, I was legitimately concerned. But, man, I just kept thinking about all of that fresh sign in that area. I was like, Todd, because trust me, at one point, I was considering bailing on that spot and going to another spot just because I thought it'd be a little better for the wind. But I was like, there's just too much good sign there. We just got to stay with it.
Sometimes
and it paid off.
I think a lot of us as deer hunters, we second guess, our gut feelings so many times,
no
like because we think about the wind and the pressure and the weather and everything else, and you're like doing all these, calculations in your brain when sometimes you're just like, that spot feels right to me. Maybe that's where I should go. And obviously in this case, it paid off. 12 yards, broadside, heart shot. How do you beat that for an opening day?
Oh, man, I tell you, he caught us off guard. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I was turned around talking to Tommy. My bow was on the right there. And literally, you see the whites of my teeth when I'm looking at Tommy, right? I look over and like, oh my gosh, there he is. I mean, I had to get that bow in between me and the tree. We had enough time to pull it off, but I'll tell you what, it was one of those stressful moments, and there wasn't a lot of time to do too much other stuff.
Well, guys, as you saw, great opening weekend hunt from Todd in Wisconsin, so congratulations to you.
Dude, I feel like the pressure's
you got
off
a freaking antelope and a whitetail, and I've not even been in the woods yet, so I am feeling the pressure, if anything. Guys, next up, we've got Neal McCullough, who is also out for opening weekend. He's actually over in Minnesota, so let's check in with him now.
Good afternoon. Today's September 17th. Absolute perfect night tonight.
clear and cool. It's the second day of the season. I hunted in the same stand last night. It was close to 90 yesterday, and today it's more like kind of in the high 60s, so a big difference in temperature. It feels a lot cooler for sure. Basically, to my west, to my left side here, I have bedding. I have 2 or 3 trails I can see that just spill out in front of me. And in front of me is my food plot, my new one that I've been working on. It came up pretty well. There's some turnips in here, and I sprinkled in some rye that's coming in all right. So anyways, they've been hitting this and then heading to the beans the last week, I would say. On the trail camera, I got pictures of does in a lot of evenings. And right behind me, I got a picture of my hitless buck losing his velvet. So maybe we'll get a crack at him. Let's get it done. It's turning into an absolutely perfect night. The sun's just starting to creep down. It's about 6 o'clock. I've seen one deer already. Looked like it was I think a fawn. Might have been a buck fawn, but I don't think so. It looked like a doe fawn by herself. So I'm not sure if mom kicked her out or what, but she came out and I was never going to shoot her, and then she came down here, worked her way into my food plot. I have a GoPro here that's got a dead battery out in front of me. So she looked at that, got puffed up, and she actually worked her way down and around behind me down this hill. The wind's actually shifted. It's kind of blown right in my face, right over my shoulder here. So I gotta sit quiet because it's basically no wind. And I'm expecting to see deer any second. Big toe down, baby. Oh, just reviewed the footage. Shot looked great right behind the shoulder. I'm gonna go down and check my arrow, get my gear packed up, and we're gonna go collect her. It's gonna be hopefully pretty easy to find her. I think she just crashed right up here in the beans, so gotta get down and get it checked out. You gotta love it. I love it. Bow hunt or die. All right, well, I found the arrow. Just laying right here. Got a complete pass through. The arrow looked good. Big, bright red bubbles on it. Broadhead deployed. Everything looked great. She just ran up through these beans, and I think she just crashed up here on the other side. So I'm gonna, my stand's right behind me here. I'm gonna climb or take this off, grab my bow, and just peek up over the side. I think I'll be right on her. So can't believe it. I finally, it's the first deer I've shot on this property. I've been hunting it for 5 years, and only been really hunting bucks, but feels good to get a good one down. So go check it out. Yep, big doe down. Well, here we go, unbelievable night. Got a big doe down and unbelievable footage. It couldn't have worked out any better. I am just so pumped up right now. So, but it's a warm night. We got to get her cleaned up and get everything organized here. So I'm going to go run back and get my ATV, grab my backpack, get this deer tagged, and get it cleaned up and get her out of here. So here we go. Bow hunt or die. Well, fantastic night here in southeast Minnesota. I was finally able to achieve my goal of shooting a early season doe over a food plot. I made my, been working on these 2 food plots here. They're about 50 yards away. And this year I spent a lot of time on this new food plot. I used Heartland Secret Weapon. Didn't work perfect, but a little bit of rye, and came in all right. And the deer have been using it on their way out to this big bean field. That's what happened tonight. This big mature doe came right down out of the bedding area and gave me a perfect, probably 15-yard shot. I made it count a little bit high, but the exit is perfect, and she didn't go hardly anywhere. She's just a big, healthy, mature doe. So I'm happy. I'm ready for the hard work and ready to celebrate. So bow hunt or die from Minnesota.
You know, Justin, same thing goes with Neal. I mean, I know he was concerned about this hot temperature too, and he wanted to go and hunt that food plot that he set up, and I know he put some effort into that. You know, you got that nice little Heartland plot leading into the beans, and tell you what, at one point he had multiple deer in the field there. I mean, it looked like a heck of a good opening day hunt. Again, how do you complain to be able to go out? I mean, what a great country we live in, right? To be able to go out on opening day and have deer in front of you. I mean, it's awesome.
Opening weekend.
Okay, opening weekend.
It was Sunday evening. Neal shot that deer. But yeah, I mean, he made an absolute perfect shot. The overhead camera angle was awesome. You know, we saw the deer tip over on film, so congratulations to Neal.
And Tacticam footage. I mean, that was
Tacticam
great
footage. So yeah, all in all, a great hunt. I know Neal's super excited. He's got pictures of one of his hit list bucks that he calls the Little Surprise, shedding his velvet. Unfortunately, didn't see him this weekend, but hey, got the rest of the season to go. So guys, that's all the hunting action we've got for this week's episode. As we mentioned last week,
not trophy photos.
Not
now,
trophy
don't make a mistake
photos.
here.
These are hit list buck trail cam photos. We had a ton of submissions this week, so we actually ran through all of our emails.
Sorry guys, there were a lot. There were hundreds of images. We did our best to go through them.
Probably the top 9. We looked for good images that were clear, not blurry, where you could see the buck pretty well. So we picked out these top 9 images. So let's check them out now.
Dakota Cantrell.
Derek Dernovich.
Jamie Wilhelm.
Joshua Hostetler.
Justin Hall.
Kevin Davies.
Sean Baker.
Steve H.
And Troy Christensen. Hey guys, these are some great looking bucks. There's no question about it. I would definitely put an arrow in any one of these deer for sure. Justin, who is going to be the person eligible for the free stealth camera entry? Now remember guys, we're doing this for 3 or 4 weeks. then the winner's going to be picked. So right now, this is just to be eligible for the grand prize.
Eligible to be in the grand prize running. Well, we're going with Derek Dernovich, who has got 2 awesome bucks on camera, right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard photo to beat right there.
And hey, Derek, if you end up winning this new 4K from Stealth Cam, you need to put this baby in video mode and send us the videos of these 2 bucks if you're the winner, for sure.
Definitely. So, guys, thanks to everybody who sent in their hit list photos. Keep them coming. We got a couple more weeks to go, so if you guys have got some awesome hit list bucks, scrapes, as we know, are starting to heat up. Get those cameras moved onto the scrapes. Get them in video mode if you can. Send us the videos. We'd love to see them. A couple more weeks to go before we pick the winner for the new Stealth Cam DS 4K. Mr. Graff, you are leaving.
I'm going out
on a motorhome trip.
And I feel good. I mean, right now I just feel like there's some pressure off. I got to tweak some of my filming things, but I'm feeling good.
All right, and you're leaving tomorrow. You're heading out to Wyoming, Table Mountain.
Heading to Wyoming with Table Mountain Outfitters. I am after. I'm trying
An
to
elk.
Yeah.
Big elk.
And I'm staying away from the shoulder blade this year.
Don't.
That
I won't
is-
even say anything.
Don't. Just do yourself a favor and leave it alone.
I'm doing you a favor and leaving it alone. So, guys, Todd is heading out on an elk hunt. For the rest of you that are out there, if you're like me and you're hunting Illinois or a place that doesn't open till October 1st, we got 2
You
weeks
had a chance
left.
to go to Wisconsin and you bailed because you're doing the Kansas thing. So just lay it out. It's the truth.
Well, yeah, I've always got to.
You can only do so much.
You're absolutely right.
All
You can only do so
It's
much.
not that he can't be out hunting, guys. So stop putting out these little posts
mean?
on social
It
media
is.
like, oh, we feel bad for Justin. Don't feel bad.
No one should feel bad.
He's
I
fine.
like that. I
He's
like
fine.
a little pity every now and again. But for those of you waiting till October 1st, keep running your trail cameras. I was out this weekend, finished trimming stands. I got 1 stand left. I'm not officially done. I got 1 left to trim, and then I'm officially done. So, guys, remember to wear your safety harnesses, use your lifeline, stay safe, and we will see you next week right here on Bowhunt or Die.
For more exciting action, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and receive live updates from our team members as well as the latest happenings in the bow hunting and archery world. Be sure to share your photos, stories, and experiences as well. And don't forget to pick up your official bowhunting.com and Bowhunt or Die gear by visiting bowhunting.com/gear. We have a full selection of hats, shirts, decals, wristbands, and much more.
It's supposed to die down here tonight, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm gonna have to film this again because way too much pausing. I'll try that one more time. This is really a great setup, so I'm gonna film that one more time.
Dude, I wasn't passing
I'll
them up
go
on
on
Wisconsin.
record and tell everybody in the world I
Opening day.
have shot that deer.
I'm gonna be doing this by myself, but